talking.
Hello my fine friends, welcome to another very special Twitch of Fun. It's a New Year special. It's going to be a countdown to 2026 if you start it at the right time, which seems unlikely. I don't know how long it's going to be. If I remember, I'll do a countdown at the end. See if you can make it work. Do take into account that you're listening on the RHLSTP feed with adverts in it, that will be difficult to work out how long those are going to be. Good luck. It's a New Year special. It doesn't count in the canon, so it's not episode 100, just to let you know that. It's just an episode on its own. And as a special reward / punishment for the people who only listen to my popular podcasts, I am putting this out on the RHLSTP feed. Maybe you'll watch this and listen to this and think, hey, I want to listen to that every week. I mean, that's easy at the moment because I don't ever do it. But hopefully in 2026 we'll do more episodes. Hopefully episode 100 will finally turn up, though. I have some plans for something new. We'll see if those come off. It's my attempt to get back on proper TV. Hopefully Channel 5 are listening / watching. I started in lockdown. I've done 99F episodes so far. And it's a wry look at the news from the perspective of myself and some puppets that I have. There's nothing weird about that. Anyway, this is a little reward to thank you for another year of support. And hopefully you'll keep listening in 2026. And if you really love Twitch of Fun, we'll put it out on the RHLSTP feed. So do let us know whether you'd like this on the RHLSTP feed. And then if there's adverts in it and I make some money from it, it might actually be worth doing. But first, before we start, where have I put them? Yes, we have to do a very special announcement from one of the puppets. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy this. Here we go.
God save the Duke of York. His skin is as dry as chalk. Ignore all the talk when others are poking. He's eating out in Woking.
No, sorry, I do have to stop that intro because, of course, Andrew, I don't like you calling me that, is no longer the Duke of York. I'm the Duke of York. And the Duke of York, and I'm the Duke of York. No, you're not. I'm Prince Andrew. You're not Prince Andrew. You've had your royal titles taken away from. It's not there. That is not the. It is what has happened. Is totally unfair. I've done nothing wrong at all. If anything, my trouble is I'm too honest and too good and too faithful to my wife and everyone in the royal family. That is my only crime. Well, that's not how the press have seen it, Andrew. Don't call me Andrew. Should I call you Randy Andy? Do not call me Randy Andy. That is not a program. I'm no randier than regular than that. Are you another Randy Richard? Not anymore. I mean, we're both old men. I don't get randy. Do you still get randy? I occasionally get randy. And what do you do when you get randy? Well, Richard, I have this friend. He's got an eye. I mean, I don't have any. No, I had a friend, and I was too honourable, if anything, and remained friends with him. He had an island, which I never to rarely went to. I was usually working at Pizza Express in Woking. You were working at Pizza Express in Woking? Yes. I mean, that's a big revelation. Yeah. Or during the Epstein Island years, I had a job, a part-time, yeah, but it meant I couldn't travel out of the country because it was every day. I worked at Pizza Express in Woking, and that is why I'm innocent. That's why I should retain my titles and be allowed to wear these badges and medals that my mum gave me. I mean, yeah, it's embarrassing that you're wearing stuff that your mum gave you. I earned these medals, Richard, and I'm not taking them off. And I'm the Prince Andrew Duke of York. And what's your name? Andrew Prince? No. You're the artist formerly known as you're the Prince. No, whatever. Don't do that joke. Everyone's done that joke. I did it first. It's a rubbish joke. It is a rubbish joke. This is amazing. You're working in pizza. Yeah, I went there once with my daughters when it was my day off. But I got a discount, Richard, because I work there. I mean, I've read Andrew Lowney's book about. I hate Andrew Lowney. He's talking rubbish. None of the stuff he said is true. you know, he says that like a lot of the things you said in that interview with Newsnight, I never did an interview with Newsnight, Richard. I couldn't have done that interview because I was at a beef eater in Kettering. Well, we've seen the video of it. So, I mean, the thing is, like, a lot of the stuff you claimed in that interview, I never been to a bar, I don't carry money, I don't sweat. Okay. I can't even ejaculate, Richard. I had no ejaculant. So how could I have sex with these people? My penis is empty of ejaculant. What, you've ejaculated so much it no longer works? No, I've never, due to a trauma I had on It's a Royal Knockout, I am unable to produce ejaculant. And thus, all these stories about me having sex with young women are untrue. I mean, what was the trauma on It's a Royal Knockout? Stuart Hall came and talked to him now. He was someone you should watch out for. Yeah, well, that's true. Eddie Waring was there, was he? He went up and under, and I got scared. Dying. And since that day, I'd not been able to ejaculate or maintain an erection. Look, I've read that you just keep on spouting rubbish. I do not. Everything I say is true. Look, we can go to Pizza Express in Woking. We can check whether you were ever there. There'll be a reservation system. Well, can't you just turn up? Well, I think like if you'd been, someone would have gone, oh, Prince Andrew was in here today. That was a bit weird. No one's come forward, have they? Yeah. But if you work for Pizza Express, like you claim, and not like I claim like I did, then there'll be employment records and stuff, wouldn't there, and all that? No, because I had a condition, Richard, which means that when I work at a pizza restaurant, it's my secret work. You know, Princess Diana did a lot of secret work for charity. I mean, it wasn't very secret. I do a lot of secret work for giving people pizzas. Yeah. And so there was no record. I didn't get paid. Well, I mean, because you were getting paid so much by us for... No. Well, people would give me money anywhere I went, and girls, and I could have sex with them if I wanted. You just said you couldn't... And no, if I wanted, that I wanted to, that I couldn't due to my lack of ejaculation. I mean, surely you can still have sex even if you can't ejaculate. Yeah, what's the point in that, though, Richard? That's the best bit, isn't it? The best bit's when you ejaculate. I imagine. I don't know. I'd never ejaculated. You've got 2 children. At least 2. Oh, well, at least 2. Yes, I could ejaculate. We did it with the DNA. We got a needle and put my DNA into it for Guyana and into her eggs, and that was how we did that. Well, it's just you're digging yourself deeper. I just wanted you to I was hoping you would apologise. I apologise for being too decent, too honourable. I never went to Epstein Island. I don't even know what it is. Well, I've heard people say I was there. But what proof is there? Well, there's photo. I don't know why they're just going after you, Andrew, to be fair. Prince Andrew, no, just Andrew. There was a lot of people there, yeah. But there's photos of you there, there's records of you taking planes there. I was not in that. The reason I named, there was at the time a puppet of me. A puppet, yeah, that was, someone was operating. Well, I'm not sure. What we would like, just at what I'd like at the end of 2025, we're coming up to New Year. We don't want to spoil the celebrations by giving you the oxygen of publicity. I was just hoping for a full apology, maybe for you to turn yourself into the police for the crimes. I have done no crimes, Richard, to speak of. It was the puppet that did it. Well, you know, you say there's a puppet, but yeah, there's a puppet. There's a very realistic puppet of me going around. You used to chase women with it and touch them with it, didn't you? No. That puppet was nothing. It couldn't work if I was operating a puppet, would it? It would look ridiculous if it was a puppet of me operating a puppet of myself. No one would do that. I think that's true. No one would have a puppet themselves. It would be arrogant, Richard, and ignorant. You're not Michael Jackson, okay? So no apology. No apology is forthcoming. I've given up my titles. I had to move house. I'm not allowed to have sex with 15-year-olds anymore. No, we were never able to do that. That was against the... Well, it's too much. And what's the point of being a prince? So no apology. No apology. Please call me Prince Andrew. I can't ejaculate, so... You've ejaculated on my hand during this interview. During this, well, that is sweat. I mean, you said you couldn't sweat. Thank you. Here's my Duke of Edinburgh speech. You were never the Duke of Edinburgh. Here's my Duke of York speech. We've all had a good year, haven't we? No, you haven't. You've had a terrible year, and so's everyone involved with you. But I think it's important for the country to come together, whether they be Muslim, Hindu, Christian, slightly Nazi, whatever they are. Whatever you believe in, you should be allowed to believe in, and not if it's against the law. So I'm the prince. You're not a prince. I was in the royal family. You were. My mum was the queen. I don't have to go to prison. Well, I personally, I feel we should be bringing back what happened to Charles I for you. Well, that's a bit much. That's a bit much. Sorry if I've offended anyone there with my. Can we move on? Yes. Well, thank you for your part in being in the show. But let's bring back the real star of the show. Someone I've been doing this podcast with for a long time, if you're a new listener. And it's Ali. Hello, it's me, Henry the Hippo. Is that your name? I think so. I can't really remember. What are you here for? Well, Richard, I am here to say that this new year coming up, I think we start a new year, have a new way of looking at things. And don't say any of their old catchphrases. Yeah, well, look, if you don't know, Henry the Hippo had quite a retrograde catchphrase. My New Year's resolution, Richard, is never to say that catchphrase again. So I hope that you will appreciate that and have me on the show. Well, I couldn't have you on the show when you said it because it's like something from the 70s, and this is a very feminist podcast. Why aren't there any women on it, Richard? Because it's so feminist. I wouldn't want to put the cause of feminism back by having women on this. That's fair enough. And Sally's a woman. Yeah, she's not really in it very much. She's Aquamarina, the Phoebe, whatever it's called, Charybda. That's not her name. Phoebe's your daughter. You should know that. I've forgotten her name. It'll come back to me eventually. It's been a while since I've done this, so I'm not going to say my catchphrase in 2026. Hold on, or now. No, it's not 2026, Richard, so I have to say it one more time. Please don't say it. We're trying to encourage people to see this, to get involved in this show. Richard, you know what my resolution to 2026 really is? I don't want to know. It's to see no, they gwaddling do these, Richard, they gwaddling do these. Get out your system. I'm going to say it in 2026. At the minute 2026 starts, I'm going to say, they gwaddling do these. Got a cold? Yeah, it's hard doing this, I forgot. They gwaddling boobs. All right, look, can we get the real star of the show? People don't like Henry the Hippo, if that is his name, I can't remember. Let's find the real Sybil. That was the name of the Ooh, there she is. Oh shit! Oh god. There's so many. Something. Did somebody say nonce? Yeah, I did ages ago. So anyway, hello. This is what we're all about. Here he is the man himself. It's Ali Slover. Hello, rap fans. Welcome to the podcast. It started now. Don't worry. Don't ignore the first. How long was that? Have you done? 13 minutes without me. Fucking hell, Richard. No one's going to be listening now. They might be. The people who listen on the other feed will be, yeah, no one's fucking listening at home. Are they? The feed. That's what you want to do. You want to attract people in, not have a big thing with you talking to a nonce. Well, I'm sorry about that. Anyway, hello, rap fans. It's me. I'm Cheeky Me. Woohoo! Hello, Dada. Is Dada watching? I doubt my mum's watching. Sit on it, Dada. Sit on it. I'm winking at it. Yeah, the winking works now, doesn't it? It's not as funny when it actually... Let me do it. I'm winking at it. This is Ali. He's 100 and... How old are you now? 100 and... I'm 134 this January, Richard. You're a very old ventriloquist dummy and one of the oldest people in the United Kingdom, if not the oldest. Still operating, still going fine. It's been a good year for me. My nose has fallen off, but that's the old nose cocaine for you. I'm in show business now. This is Ali. He's no one likes the same phrase, Rich. That's another of my catchphrases. No one does like the same phrases. Any other catchphrases you can remember? Can't remember any more than I'm a little drunk. Because I'm little and I'm drunk. Are you drunk? Yeah, it's still a good Christmas, Richard. I've not had a bad time. So what we do, Ali and me, this is the podcast proper now. We'll have no interruptions from idiots. Yeah, well, are you going to shut up then? Is that the plan? Wow, you got me there. We take a sideways look at the news, don't we, Ali? We do. You look at it from the side, and then we go, oh, hold on, I can't really read it because it's on a two-dimensional piece of paper. Can we look at it from the front now? Then we look at it from the front and just read it out like other newsreaders do. Excuse me. Got a sore throat, Richard? Yeah, it's difficult doing the show. You're not talking that much. It's just difficult. I'd forgotten how difficult this show was to do. So anyway, what's the new? We're going to look back at what kind of 2025 have you had? Well, I've been in a fucking docks most of the time, Richard. Why haven't you been doing the show? There's a lot of fans out there who love this show. I mean, when you say a lot, there may not be many in quantity or quality, but the people who like this show really love it, Richard. There's maybe 25 to 45 people who have missed this show. Have they emailed in? They haven't emailed in, Richard. I don't think they're allowed computers in case they're not allowed to go on the internet for fear of what they might download. Well, that's not very fair. So many of them are very nice people. So, why did you stop when I was drinking the water? I just out of politeness. Yes, I think out of respect for those people, they stuck with you during lockdown. I mean, I stuck with them during lockdown. I put out so much stuff. We can't even find, there's snooker, there was all sorts of stuff. We put it out. I did stone clears, video stone clears that we didn't even record. We kept no copy of. There was loads of stuff. And I did this whole puppet show. I've done nearly 100, 99F or 99G. I don't know how many episodes it is I've done. So they should be grateful to me. And maybe, if they became badgers or something, or paid to come and see some shows, maybe I'd be able to afford to do more of these. It's hard to find the time. What's so difficult? It's difficult now my kids are a bit older because they stay up later. By the time Phoebe's in bed, I'm very, very tired and want to go to sleep, and it's too late to come down here and do this. And we're in a different room. So if my wife's away, I can't come out because we're in a different building now. So, it makes it difficult. But I'm going to try and think of some way of getting to episode 100 a year. Or maybe we do something different next year in 2026 just to keep this going. Well, it's a great double act, Richard. It's your most successful double act, isn't it? It's quite long running compared to some of them. I mean, it's probably lasted longer than Collins and Herring, to be fair. And Lee and Herring, well, that was 15 years or something. Yes, you first worked with me in 1987 at the Edinburgh Fringe. That's true. So, this is the longest running double act you've ever had with anyone. And one of us isn't even alive, Richard. Is that the reason you think it's successful? You couldn't even keep your testicles together as a double act, could you? And now that you've managed to keep me, and I'll always be here for you, Richard, as long as you're alive. And then you're dead, and one of your kids wants to take over and decide how I speak, then I will happily go to them. That while you're alive and, able to, think and talk and stuff, your lips are really moving today. Well, look, I haven't done this for a while. So, and your chin's all waddling around. Look, I've had about, I was doing well with the diet, and then I just ate some chocolate at Christmas. Look at this thing. Guess what? It's like a turkey, isn't it? It is like a turkey, and lucky I didn't get eaten at Christmas time by my family. Well, this banter is so much fun, but shall we have a look at the news? Let's have a look at the news. Let's get on with the news part of this, because do have to go and make lunch for my Happy New Year, everyone. 2025, it's counting down unless you're watching this. You can watch this every year. This could be... Wouldn't it be good, Richard, if this video... Look, you were on holiday. Yeah, I was on holiday with... I spent Christmas with my family in the half... Well, my nephew's married a Swedish woman, lovely woman called Emma, and has a son. And every Christmas in Sweden, they watch this kind of this little sort of hour of cartoons by Disney... just sort of cut together, but it's been going for years. So Donald Duck and all sorts of Donald Duck, yeah. I hate it when you cut cartoon characters. I like real things. And in Germany, they all watch Dinner for One or something, which is a sketch from the UK that no one in the UK knows. Wouldn't it be great if every New Year people just watched this episode of Twitch and Fun all around the world, and this became the tradition? Well, Richard, maybe if you die in 2026, that will be people will start to do that and then read you. I mean, it would be wonderful. I mean, if that happens, that happens. But I sort of don't expect it to happen. But if it did happen, it would be a beautiful tribute to the work I've done. How do you feel your work's going, Richard? How do you think you feel? Are you proud of your career? And I wouldn't say proud, but it's when I started, I didn't really think I'd be able to make a living. Yeah, no one did, Richard. And anyone's surprised you're managing to do it so far. You've done very well, Richard. You've been going for almost as long as I have. Well, not 134 years, but you've been going since 1987, professionally since 1989. You're still here. It's nearly 40 years, isn't it, Richard? Well, it's approaching that, yeah. And you've always been in work, and yet you have no talent. In a way, doesn't that make you the greatest comedian of all time? You're not funny, and yet you managed. I don't like that exactly. You're not funny, Richard. You got me, luckily, to be funny. I'm cheeky me. Woohoo! I mean, the hair is funny. The hair, if you're listening in audio, his hair goes up when he says, "I'm cheeky me." Woohoo! Woohoo! Did somebody say he goes up? Woohoo! That was a cocky carrot there. If you're listening at home. Do you think this is anyone around to listen to it, Richard? I mean, maybe if we edited it down to just the highlights would be 0 seconds. Well, that's not true. The highlights would be still however long you wanted to make it. It does the best of something that's bad is still not non-existent. It's still the best bit. Anyway, it's just remarkable you've done so well. Congratulations. Do you feel this is a good way for a 58-year-old man to who's talking to a puppet? Did his great-granddad in 1892. I think it's okay. I think it's not. People like it. How many people like it? 45 people enjoy this show. And yeah, sure, I could be live at the Apollo. I could have, I could be making millions of pounds a month from my podcast, like This Is Entertainment people. Or, I could be really touching the hearts and genitals of 45 men who work in IT and don't have anyone else in their lives. Well, that's nice, Richard. Do you want to touch their genitals? And if they pay me, yeah. How much? Oh, they would less than you think. Well, do get in touch if you want that service. That's part of the service. OnlyFans. And saying you haven't got any fans. The only person who went on OnlyFans and had nobody interested. Do you think people would like to see my bum on OnlyFans? I don't think anyone would say that. Do let me know if anyone. I mean, my old man bum. Anyone want to see my one testicle? This is taking a turn. Well, I've got to think of. I've got to think of a way to keep my family going, haven't I? Over these difficult years. Okay, fair enough. Let's look at the news. So we're looking back at 2025. See what's been going on. What have we chosen? Oh, this is the big moment of 2025. Look, we can recreate it here. This is the Coldplay kiss cam scandal. Two people who work together who are married to other people. None of our business, of course. None of this is any of our business. They made the mistake of the kiss cam going on to them and then them ducking out the way. If they just snarled and waved, Richard, no one would have been any otherwise. Although I think her husband, it turns out, was at the concert, so he would have noticed, I think. But it probably wouldn't have become a worldwide sensation. They've had their lives ruined, of course. It's a very amusing story. Their lives are ruined, Richard, thanks to Chris Martin and the kiss cam. Well, I think thanks to their own actions. They seem to say in hindsight that they were just kind of a little bit drunk and being friendly, which is also, I mean, don't you think, Ali? You're from the Victorian era, and I'm from the Elizabethan era. Don't you think everyone's got very judgmental of other people? I don't know, Richard. I mean, I just sort of think like everyone's. I think it was me or Jesus that said, "Judge not, lest ye be judged." I think it was you or Jesus, one of the two. Sounds more like one of Jesus's ones to me. You're not that smart. But we've all done stupid things. We've all made mistakes. And yet people seem so keen to judge other people for what they do or their lifestyle. On both sides. There used to be just one side would, you can't behave like this. You can't be gay. You have to be straight. You can't be, if you're gay, you can't get married. If you do this, you can't do that. you have to be married to one person. You can't sleep with loads of people. You do what you fucking want, as long as it's not Prince Andrew levels. As long as it's consensual adults. They're both adults. They're married. They're in unhappy marriages. They can have a little cuddle while watching Coldplay, can't they? Without it becoming a massive issue. Well, Richard, looks like you've got something to hide. I haven't got something to hide. I'm just saying I'm not perfect. I've made some bad mistakes in my life, yes. And, like everyone has, it's just all these people either they've never done anything in their lives or they're just trying to deflect attention away. And look at these guys having an affair. Whew, let's get them. What are those people? What are those people on social media hiding is what I want to know, Ali. What's going on in there? Look, if we make a big fuss about these guys, no one will notice the 10 bodies I've got in my basement. Well, that's you. It isn't me. I haven't got a basement. And I haven't killed anyone. I can promise you that. I've never killed anyone. Not directly, Richard. Sometimes, I'm sure, like people sometimes email me and say, I laugh so hard at your thing now. This doesn't sound true. Your eyes going to go like Prince Andrew's? Sometimes people say I laugh so much at the podcast, often with something the guest has said that makes more sense, that I nearly crashed my car. Yeah, so presumably some people have crashed their cars, maybe and then died laughing at something that I'm partially responsible for. So I've killed people through the power of my comedy, but there are no bodies in my basement. I would make sure if you have a relative who died because of me, I'm happy to put them in my basement. If you would, I'll dig out a basement and put the bodies on display of people I've killed. We could make it into like a Madame Tussauds, couldn't we? Yeah, except of skeletons. This podcast goes in some weird directions sometimes, doesn't it? Yeah. It does. Look, I feel a bit sorry for these guys. I feel like a lot of people are cheating in their marriages. You aren't you? I didn't know they cheat on Sally. I love her very much. A lot of people get away with cheating on their partners. A lot of people have open relationships in which they're allowed to cheat on their partners. Let's not worry about what other people are doing. Let's try and make sure our own lives are going as well as possible. Be forgiving to what the fuck is you turned into Russell Brand? I hope not. Let's be forgiving of other people. Let's say we all make mistakes, and let's not. Well, Rich, you could say that, but you've just fucking brought out that picture again, haven't you? Those people were just about to go back to their regular lives, and here you are commentating on it and just adding to their misery. Yeah, it's tricky. It's a tricky one. I mean, it is funny what happens. Look at his stupid. Look at that. What I love is that moment. It just catches the exact moment. It's like in The Simpsons when you catch the exact moment his heart breaks. This is the exact moment that they're happy but they're realising it's about to go wrong. And I think in terms of in terms of seeing two people's lives about to be destroyed, that photo is quite enjoyable. But good luck to whoever those people were. Hope you're are they together? I don't think they are. Well, he's done well for himself. He's a big sort of big-eared kind of gonk-faced man, and she's a very attractive woman. So well done to him, and less well done to her. Hope you enjoy your new jobs, whatever they may be. Thank you, Richard. I think you've eloquently spoken that. Just stop judging. Judge not, lest you be judged. If you're perfect, you can talk about all this stuff and be, I don't have to sit in a room talking to a puppet because I've got an actual job. Be all judgmental like that if you're all perfect. But, some of us have to sit in a room talking to a fucking puppet. How's it going, Richard? We haven't got far. How long has this thing going on? We've been done a lot. We've done nearly half an hour. I can't believe it. Let's see what the next story I've chosen. Let's see what the next story is. It's going to be mainly me and Ali this time. We're not going to go too crazy with other characters. Oh, it's nice friend Donny Glue. Who? Donny Glue. Sorry, for the people listening in audio, could you say that a bit more clearly? Donny Glue's in the news again. Donny Glue. Donny Glue. Donny Glue. I can't understand what you're saying. Why don't you just read off the screen? Donny Glue. What? Bonnie Blue. Oh, Bonnie Blue. Yeah, Bonnie Blue. Of course, she's up there. Bonnie Blue has endorsed Reform UK. Fucking hell. I mean, this is... like, on the one side, Prince Andrew's in trouble, isn't he? For what he's done. And then this girl's travelling the world. Is she any better than Prince Andrew? I mean, she's more open about what she's doing than Prince Andrew. She is very honest about it. And, I've said judge, not lest you be judged. Yeah, it only goes so far, doesn't it, though, Rich? The judge, not lest you... I'm not going to. If she wants to do that, and there's men stupid and oh man, look, it's not about what she does anyway. There's men stupid enough to want to be involved in this. I mean, it says more about men than it does about women, and all power to Bonnie Blue. No, I can't say it. She endorses reform. I mean, the problem I've got with this is she endorses Reform UK, which I don't think is necessarily good news for Nigel Farage. Farage in the garage. It's not good. He's had a good year. He's had a very good year. Richard, your future Prime Minister, careful what you say about him. When he gets in, he's not going to take any shit, Richard. Well, just in case Nigel Farage gets in, I would like to go on record to say I, for one, welcome our new Prime Minister. Let's give him a good chance. God on Richard. But if he doesn't get in, I mean, he's the people are trying to dredge up his past, which is good. He's attracting people like Bonnie Blue, which she faces deportation from Indonesia over a barely legal sex stunt. Now, the problem with the phrase barely legal, it means it is legal. So that's the thing with law. Barely legal is just legal. The problem you have, and that Andrew Mountbatten Windsor had, was you shouldn't do things that are illegal. But you could do things that are barely legal. I mean, it's barely legal to do this podcast, yet here we are. Anyway, she's endorsing reform. I mean, it sort of says where we're going. That's why when I did this, I don't really have much of an opinion about Bonnie Blue herself. I feel the men involved in it, as I say, are horrendous idiots. And it says she's exploiting men who are easy to exploit because they are fucking stupid idiots. And I'm not all men. Not all men, Richard. No. Two of them I think I can think of in the world are nice people. But yeah, I mean that is a sentence. I think Bonnie Blue endorses Reform UK that possibly sums up the terrible quagmire that we are sliding into as a world and as a country. I think it'd be quite good if it all just stops now. Wouldn't it? It would be quite good, Richard, if the world ended right now. That how would that be for your podcast? Well, maybe this podcast can survive. Anyway, that's the second bit of news. Let's see what my third highlight. Oh, this is an interesting story. I thought I saved this story on my phone, but I couldn't find it. Dead Thai woman sent to crematorium wakes up in coffin. Staff at excuse my pronunciation, my many Thai listeners and viewers. Prak Kong, and I can't really see it, Tam Temple near Bangkok, say they were alerted after they heard knocking from inside the coffin moments before the cremation was due to start. This happened in November. The brother, in the story I read, the brother seems a little shady. He sort of said, oh yeah, she stopped moving. Let's cremate her. It's a bit like a Monty Python sketch, isn't it? It's like the in Holy Grail, isn't it, Richard? And she's knocking on the coffin, and then they sort of open the coffin and her eyes are moving about and she's knocking on the coffin. I would say that does not classify as being dead. I don't know what part the brother played in this. He seemed to be quite keen to get her out of the way. Probably because he thought she was dead. But, who knows? What does it say there? The woman who thought to be dead is taken to hospital after being found alive at the crematorium. That's, it's not what you want, is it, in this life? It is not, Richard, and it opens up a fear for me that, I think this might have happened to Alexander the Great as well, really. Yeah, that you look dead, or there's sometimes you get that locked-in syndrome where you can't move and you look dead, but you're still alive. There's an argument that Alexander the Great was buried alive, and because he had this exact thing. So, but I think if you have that and then neither's a nice scenario, being buried or being burned. Neither are great. The Victorians, of course, used to have a system with a rope inside the coffin and a bell you could ring, but that's no good if you're locked in and can't move. But this lady, luckily, I don't know if she's still going. It's a month ago, I haven't had an update on this, but, it gives hope to all dead people. Death isn't necessarily the end. You do sometimes get a second chance, yeah, like E.T., yeah, Jesus, of course, yeah. You can come back from the dead. Maybe this dead Thai woman is Jesus, have you thought about that? She could be the new Jesus or the new E.T. I watched E.T. the other day, yeah. Do you think it's a Christian allegory, this? I don't know, Richard, I'm from the Victorian times. I don't know what E.T. is. Okay, well, that's shut down that. Yes, and please. Can we do a bit of yes and? No. We're trying to sort of improvise a podcast here. A bit of yes and would be nice. Well, I'm not going to play the all. I find that quite offensive. I did it on purpose. I know what you did on purpose. Right. I think we're on to the next one. We'll keep moving. This was a fun story where the Louvre was robbed of jewels. It looked like a master crime, didn't it? It turned out some blokes with an extendable ladder got caught quite easily because they left their DNA everywhere. But they got away with some nice jewels, and then we're never going to see them again. But we did meet, again, I'm reading this off the screen with my poor absent, Pedro Elias Garzon del Veu. Apologies to my many French viewers for that pronunciation there. Dubbed Fedora Man, walks past as police officers block an entrance to the Louvre. This guy, people thought he was the detective in charge of the investigation. He looks like a sort of French, what you imagine a French detective would look like, very suave, wearing a fedora. It's just a 15-year-old bloke who dresses like this normally. I mean, I hate people who dress up flamboyantly, Richard. I mean, you're wearing a beautiful, what was once a beautiful red bow tie and this sort of nice sort of military style jacket. Yes, Richard, that Navy the Keys. That this is very much how everyone dressed when I was around. Well, you're still around. When I was created by the god who was your great-grandfather. I mean, he was a god in many ways, I suppose. What do you think he's like as a teen? I mean, let's not get into... I've said let's not judge people. You very not judge, not lest you be judged. Yeah, but you want me to judge a teenager for what the clothes they wear? I mean, what kind of teenager do you think? He's popular at school? Richard, this is very much what you said you didn't want to do. Look, he's a real person, and I think I would want to be friends with him if I was at school. Yeah, well, that is the worst thing you could say about anyone's social standing. He's my kind of guy. He's got he's flamboyant, isn't he? He's flamboyant. Did he solve the crime? I don't think he solved it. I think the police did the solving in the end. But at least he had a little fun. That was fun. There's some fun things this year, like a Thai woman coming back to life, French boy wearing weird clothes. It's all good, isn't it? Let's see what's up next. This is one for my young fans. You're many young fans. I've got a lot of teenage young fans out there. Watch the show. Hello, everyone. Most of my fan base is young people, just because I'm pretty cool. Do you think how many young people do you think listen? How many people and when I say young people, I mean under 38. How many people do you think there are under 38 listening to or watching this? Some. Just think it's some. If you're under 38, give me an email. Prove Ali wrong. Let's see how many people there are on the next one. We'll talk about that. 67. Have you heard of 6'7"? I've heard of the number 6'7". Richard, why was 7 scared of 8? I don't know. No, why was 6 scared of 7? What? Go on, why? Because 7, 8, 9. We could do it right. If you're going to do that joke, you've got to get it right. And I'm not sure that was even the correct sound. Then it's a good joke. Why was 7 scared of... why is 6 scared of 7? Because 7's 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. 18. Literally 18. This is the new thing the kids are doing. 6, 7. And very popular with my son. Does anyone know what it means? Do you know? I do not know what it means. What is it about? I think it's about someone's height, is it? Do you think this could be a podcast? And a 134-year-old puppet and a 58-year-old man try to work out what 6, 7 means based on some stuff they've heard. It's something to do with a basketball player who's 6'7", or someone had a penis that was 6'7". It could be that. 6 inches, 7 inches. That's the average, isn't it, Richard? Well, some say that. 6, 7. It's good now. And no one likes the same phrase, though, do they, Richard? Well, I think kids really 6, 7. So kids really like this. 6, 7. You're going to try and do you think if I start doing that, someone like 6, 7, sit on it, the other 6, 7. 6, 7 on it, the other. It's just static, isn't it? Just saying the same thing over and over again. I'm cheeky. No one likes that, do they? No one likes the same phrase. No one likes people saying 6, 7. My son does it a lot. I don't mind it. I kind of find it quite funny. And, you know, it comes up quite a lot just in conversation. 6-7, and they go 6-7. I've started in poker. If I get 6-7, I start playing it to see what happens. Would never played 6-7 before. Sometimes I play 6-9 as well because, 69. That's a little tip if you're playing me at poker. That'll be my surprise hand. If it comes down 6-9-9, fold. 6-7. Do you think that will last? Now we said it, Richard. I think that has put an end to it. No one will say 6-7 in 2026. 2027. 6-7. It's a fun thing, isn't it? 6-7. It's fun. No, I thought it would be fun, but it's not fun. I think we're on this one. This is the big craze of the year. If you've got kids, you'll be aware of this. My kids have 6 or 7 Labubus. This was the big craze. What are they? They're these kind of slightly demonic, weird creatures. Hello, Richard. We are here. We are the Labubus. We are here. So what's going on with the... they're terrifying, Richard, and I'm saying that, and look at me. Hello, we are the Labubus. We have come to take over the world. Yeah, my kids have got like a lot of Labubus. I don't think they're real ones. Their feet fall off quite. We are the real Labubus. Well, look, I hope you're not, because then I could probably get sued. But if you're knockoff ones, we are the Lulus. That's better. There's a blue one. We are the Labubus. We have come into every house. And when the signal is given, we will come alive and kill you all and eat you. They look demonic. This one's got a bottle of Coca-Cola. I like Coca-Cola. I mean, they look like sort of Jack Skellington, don't they? They look terrifying. This one's a Christmas one. Leftovers. We're coming for you. That's 60 quid there. That's 60 quid of my fucking hard-earned money. That's just my daughter's ones. I got off her door. The boo-boos. What do you think of... I hate any kind of puppet or soft toy, Richard. That's one of the things I don't like. Yeah. We're gobbling boobies, yeah. And any man spending his time talking to puppets, you have to feel sorry for. Well, that's the big thing. Hopefully Labubus will be gone in 2026. We got a new Pope in 2025, did we? I like the Pope. The Pope smokes dope. I mean, he does worse things than that. I mean, the Catholic churches, if they smoked a bit more dope, I think the Catholic Church wouldn't be in as much trouble, would it? It probably wouldn't, Richard. Yeah, they just, they got the communion wafers and they tuck into if they get peckish. Oh, yeah, that is the body of Christ, though. I don't know. If you get high on the old wacky Rich, and then eat the body of Christ, imagine how fantastic that will be. You become one with Jesus. Yeah, it's good. He's an American Pope. You think that's a good thing yet? He looks like quite a laugh. He looks like quite a fun guy. He's said some stuff. He looks like in the picture there, he looks like he's laughing like, I never believed in any of this. And now look at me, I'm the Pope. Imagine if you got that. It looks like it's like the end of a lifelong prank to become Pope, and he's made it, and he can't fucking hide his glee at the fact he's made it, and he's hiding behind his hands praying, and I'm pretending to pray. I'm not even Catholic. I don't believe in God. It's ridiculous. Do you think the Pope believes in God? I hope so, Richard. Yeah, that guy, he's just a bloke. He's accidentally fallen in. He's from America. Popes can't be from America, can they? Well, it would have been difficult in the early days. Possible. Could have been a Native American, of course. I don't think they were Catholic, Rich. I don't think they would have qualified. Well, anyway, we got a new Pope. He looks young. He looks like he might survive. I did apply to be Pope, as you know, back in the noughties. I think there's been 3 popes since then. I did warn them about this. If I'd been made Pope, bang, 1 Pope all the way through. I wouldn't be sniggering behind my hands about becoming Pope. I wouldn't have a little Greg Wallace beside me. Is that Greg Wallace? Hold on. No, Richard, here I am. I'm Greg Wallace. I'm Egg Wallace, and I'm here to tell you that, look, everything I've been accused of is not true. And if you want any life coaching, just follow me I do have autism, and that is the reason people have said this stuff about me, because they're prejudiced against autism. I'm not sure that's a true Egg Wallace. And I will make more glassy-eyed Instagram posts for you as my life falls apart. That's Egg Wallace there, a little-known character from the panoply of... Look, there's... can't remember what this guy was. His eyes have fallen off. Can't remember what his name was. Was it the Cockness Monster? His eyes have fallen off. Imagine that going into Loch Ness. That would scare a few people. There's Marmite lid, of course. Talking Solero in there. We've got it all. We've got it all. It's worth tuning into this show. This is just one. I just kind of like this comment from Tom Powell. Of course, Charlie Kirk. The sad news of the year was Charlie Kirk's assassination. Let's stop killing people we don't agree with. That's the first thing I'd say. It doesn't help, does it? Look what happened to Jesus. They killed him. Did that stop the message spreading? No. A, he came back, and B, judge not lest ye be judged is there now, innit, because of that. So hoist with your own petard, everyone on social media. This guy, Tom Powell, said, I'm not saying my wife needs to dress in all black and green for you or anything like that, but I'd like to think she'd stay away from sparkling pantsuits and on-stage fireworks display for like a few months at least. It's been a slightly weird time. Again, judge not lest you be judged. I'm very, very much stick by that. We don't know how another person grieves, but it does seem America, where we've got Bonnie Blue supporting Reform UK. We've got fireworks and a widow. I feel more on the side of this is a person being exploited through their grief rather than her behaving particularly badly. I hope if I die, I think Katie would throw a big party straight away. Do you think so? I think she would be so delighted. My wife loves me after a fashion. Do you think so? I mean, look, she'd get some insurance money. That was stupid, trying to take out insurance. For my family. Yeah, but if I had a choice between you, the flatulent, weird, old, fat-faced man, look, this is just Christmas, Matt, and a big pile of hundreds of thousands of pounds, I'd say with the best will in the world, Richard, no one's going to choose to keep you. Why have you put yourself in that danger? Well, look, similarly, if Katie dies, I get hundreds of thousands of pounds. Yes, you need Katie around, or you won't be able to do anything, and no one else will love you, will they? No one else will love me. But if you're saying she's going to kill me, then she doesn't love me. I mean, it's, I don't want to get back into the dating part. I don't want to, get into this position where I've got to go on stage with fireworks going off behind me. That's the new thing of grieving, apparently. I mean, what a weird year. What a weird year of assassinations, attempted assassinations. Something that was probably a couple of years ago. I don't know. And it just feels like the world's heading to a darker place than we've been. I mean, we are here to celebrate the end of 2025, and we will get to the end of this show pretty soon. Don't worry. I've done 48 long minutes of this. Usually it's would you say better? I wouldn't say that at all. This is a good one, really, isn't it? This is a good one. If you like this, tune into the others. If you don't like this, it's no fucking stone clearing, isn't it? They've had to sit through a fucking stone clearing this week as well. I mean, we are really piling on the punishment on the RHLSTP feed. But we will be back soon with more podcasts. Oh, I should say, if you enjoyed the book club with me talking to a puppet, have you gone mental, did you say, Richard? We are printing up more copies of I Write Bollock, the 5,000 word autobiography of my testicle. You can get that from gofasterstripe.com, and the money from that will go to help us make more podcasts. Chris Evans wanted to charge £10 for it. I mean, I said, look, come on, don't take the fucking piss, Chris. But that is it's a beautiful story. I come in for some criticism from my testicle in this book, and I'm still promoting it. Gofasterstripe.com, you can get that. You can get downloads. You can get my other books, emergency questions, and all that sort of thing. Do support us if you can. You can become a monthly badger. GoFasterStripe.com/badges. If enough people do that, then I can give up everything else and just concentrate on doing this podcast for puppets. So that is my dream. Stone clearing, puppets and snooker. That's all I'll do. I won't do rehearsal, and I won't do anything else. If I do die and my wife does the fireworks and sparkly suits thing, I mean, I love her. It's fine. She can do what she likes. If the kids are there celebrating in the background as well, then I'll be really upset. I mean, when you put it like that, yeah. I mean, I'm getting to the point where I think just if you look at it as an economic situation, I am worth more dead than alive now. I think that's true. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a risk, isn't it? It's a risk you take with love. You're more likely to be murdered by your partner than anyone. Yeah, Richard, I think that's, no offence to all the female murderers out there, that's generally speaking, it's the men who are doing the heavy lifting with that statistic. You may be right. Look, this is meant to be a New Year celebration. Let's not. Is this? Oh yeah, we do with it. With Kate, the other news is Katy Perry has gone into space to try and escape her past, and also is going out with Trudeau, the former Prime Minister, is he President of Canada? Yeah, she's had a turbulent time in her life, hasn't she? She's picked him. I know it's Russell Brand saying how upset he was that his ex-wife was associated with him, which is maybe a little bit rich for Russell there. I think mostly people would be thinking the other way around. Justin Trudeau. I think he was a bit of a bully at school. Was he? Didn't he beat someone up? I think he beat someone up, or someone beat him up. I can't remember. Let's just say he's a bully and hope he doesn't sue. He's getting to commune with a space woman now, so that's nice. Isn't she in space? Let me spunk all over the place. I mean, her songs are mainly about spunking up, it has to be said. God, just got a text message there in the middle of that. Yeah, that's nice. It's all right. It's just from my electrician. Oh, you got an electrician? Yeah, having some work done. Anyway, yeah, she's I've listened to her songs in the back of the car when my kids were little. When Phoebe was really into her. When Katie and Phoebe was really into her. She's your wife, not your daughter. I know. All right, don't judge, not lest you be judged. Phoebe was, when she was about 4 or 5, Phoebe was really into Katy Perry, and it's all about peacock, cock, spunking cocks. Every single song. It doesn't seem, which is fine. I'm happy. Look, I'm not judging, but that shouldn't be marketed at 5-year-olds. That's all I'm saying. Right, I think that's all the news we've got. Hopefully you've timed this right now so we can get all of the guys together. Does Sybil want to do any prediction now? Well, when I say all the guys, it's going to be me and Ali. Yeah, because I can't be bothered to do anything else. Yeah, fair enough. Do get in touch if you want a birthday read out, birthday donkey, herring1967@gmail.com or richardherring@gmail.com if you want to ask me anything, but you can also use that email for other stuff as well. Do support us if you can, if you've enjoyed this. Thanks very much, everyone, for all the lovely comments you've made about my stand-up and my podcasts. Not everything I do is as good as the best stuff I do. That's right, this is the best stuff though, isn't it? This is the best stuff. Not everything is as good as this. You haven't done any singing. Do you want to sing a song before we get to... The acquaintance thee forgot, and if they forgot, then how do we remember? With old acquaintance, it's less old acquaintance we forgot. Live be forgot for the sake of old Lenzine, yeah. For old Katy Perry, my friend, for old Katy Perry. Let's do songs that are euphemisms or ejaculating penises for the sake of Katy Perry. And Prince Andrew, he's not a prince anymore. He was when this song was written. Oh, Happy New Year to you and your kin. What you gonna do? Have you got some beers in? 'Cause there's lots of new things to come with the new year. So let's enjoy ourselves in the new... Yeah, is that a traditional song? That's a traditional song. It kind of petered out a bit, didn't it, towards the end? I thought it was going to be good when it started out. Oh, little Ken, he said the year has come to an end and I want to go and celebrate. No, the new... This is a Scottish one. But I can't get it because of all the bloody newts. What's that? Because of all the what? I can't get it, so I'll just have to shoot. Happy Hogmanny, Scottish listeners and these. It's a traditional song. So look, I think we're coming to the point now. 2025 is over. Everything's going to be happy. We've all made our New Year's resolution. My New Year's resolution is to stop not believing in myself and to have more confidence and not be negative about myself. What's your New Year's resolution? My New Year's resolution is that this podcast comes to an end. You have no control over that, I know. So here it comes. If you timed it right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Even though we're both speaking at the same time, you only hear one of this. 3. What happened to 4? You were talking during. Okay, 2, 1. Happy New Year! The Gwaddling Doodies! You said you weren't going to do that. I lied. The Gwaddling Doodies! The Gwaddling Doodies! Nothing ever changes, my fine friends. Have a great 2026. We will see you anon. And when I mean anon, I mean probably never again. Thank you, everyone. I'm winking at it. Dara, I hope in 2026 you will finally sit on it. And if you don't, I'm cheeky knee. No one likes to sing threes. Thanks for listening, guys. Sorry. We'll see you again. It's always like this. There's 100 episodes of this on YouTube and on the Ali and Herring podcast feed if you want to hear more. Now go away and enjoy 2026. What can possibly go wrong?